morning, thanks for joining us. My name's Jackie and this is my fellow yoga teacher Sally. We both train at the Mandala Yoga Ashram and we'd like to share some of our practices with you this morning. So we're lucky enough to have a nice garden to sit in and we've been blessed with a beautiful day, so we thought we'd share that with you. So if you have got a space outside you can sit in, or a space in a nice quiet spot in your house, somewhere that you can just give yourself a few moments for your practice of yoga. We're going to start with some breathing. To begin with, just placing your feet on the ground, feeling into your sitting bones and the connection between your sitting bones and the chair, and making any adjustments necessary to allow you to be comfortable for the next 5 to 10 minutes. If you can, make sure that your spine is self-supporting and you're not leaning back on the chair unless you need support, maybe put in a cushion or something to support your lumbar spine. Just at the bottom here if you need it. So feeling into the spine and gently and softly extending through your spine. That includes the back of the neck. Just lengthening into the back of the neck, feeling into the spaciousness. All the way up to the very crown of your head. Imagining that you're being supported from the universe. There's a golden thread attached to the top of your head, just gently supporting you, enabling your body to soften down, feel into that support. Rest your hands on your thighs, either palms down or palms uppermost. Take a few moments to bring your awareness inside of your body, inside of yourself. And then noticing where you feel your breath in your body. Oftentimes it can be useful to close your eyes or adopt a peripheral vision, a soft eye gaze, whatever you feel comfortable to do. It's absolutely fine if you prefer to keep your eyes open. Bringing the awareness inside of your body and noticing where you feel your body, where you feel your breath in your body. Feeling into the gentle rise and fall of the breath. To begin with, we're just observing, just witnessing that ebb and flow of the breath, that gentle wave-like motion. And we're looking to cultivate a smooth and deep breathing rhythm. time that brings up any feelings of anxiety or any feelings of being uncomfortable, then just stop the practice and externalize your awareness. Open your eyes, move your body. If that feels uncomfortable for any reason at any time. If, however, you're comfortable to continue, bring your awareness now into the belly. And as you breathe in, perhaps putting your hands on your tummy, inviting the belly to expand. As you breathe in, you're taking the breath into the nose, and then all the way down, expanding into the abdominal area. And then as you breathe out, releasing the breath, and your belly moves back towards the spine. Breathing in, belly expanding, and breathing out, the belly floating all the way back towards the spine. Again, if this feels uncomfortable for whatever reason, at any time, just stop your practice and externalize your awareness. If you're happy to continue, stay with the abdominal breath and maybe counting the length of your inhale. Pausing, counting the length of your exhale. Pausing. So continuing with that breath awareness now, keeping your mind engaged on counting the breath. So just noticing what the ratio is, what is the number on the inhale, and what's the number on your exhale. As you continue to develop your practice, see if you can lengthen the count of your exhale. The breath in, belly expands, pausing, exhaling, long, deep and slow out breath. Taking 2 or 3 more breaths in this way. Just bringing your breath awareness back onto your natural breathing rhythm, your spontaneous breath. So in a moment, my friend and colleague Sally will take us through a sequence of warm-up movements that we use in yoga as a preparation for more deeper practices. But this is a practice by itself. It's really good for loosening the joints. It's anti-rheumatic, helps to alleviate aches and pains. And it's something that we can access or we can practice by just sitting in the chair. Thank you, Sally.
Yeah, and if you can't do any of the movements, you can always visualise them, and you can even do them lying down. So there's a variety of ways of taking the movements forwards, but it's really important to keep your joints active and moving as much as you can. If there's anything you can't do, as I say, just bypass that movement, but just try to imagine or visualise that movement in your body, so you might like to close your eyes. So we'll start with the toes and just raising your heels off of the ground, and we're going to isolate the movement into the toes. So we're not moving our ankles or anything, we're just going to move the toes. So on an in-breath we take the toes towards us, and then on an exhalation we'll take the toes and curl them under. Do that 10 more times. So in, exhalation, curl them under. You can close your eyes if you like. You can bring the feet back onto the ground, and if your feet don't touch the ground, it's good to put a little pillow underneath or a little blanket. So important to get that contact with the ground. Now just again feeling the breath, making any adjustments to your posture. So we're trying to still, if we can, keep the spine erect. You might want to loosen the shoulders and roll them back. And keep that lovely extension of the spine up into the crown. And I invite you to raise your heels off the ground. And this time we're going to send our awareness to the ankle, and we'll bend the ankle. So on an in-breath, we're bringing the feet towards us, and on an out-breath, we're extending the feet away. So this movement is coming from the ankles. The toes aren't moving. Towards you on an in-breath, and extending away on an out-breath. And then bringing the feet back to the floor again. And taking a breath, checking in, maybe taking a deep breath and exhaling. And then we've got one more exercise on the feet. So extending the feet in front again. Now we're going to rotate the ankles. taking the ankles over to the left. And then to the right. So changing direction. And then when you're ready, bringing the feet back to the ground. Again, just taking time now, checking with your breath. Feel the support of the ground beneath you. This time bringing the awareness into the knee joint, so this area, and we're just going to raise the lower part of the leg on an in-breath and bring it back to the ground on an out-breath. So on an in-breath, raising the right leg, on an out-breath, taking it down. We'll stick with the right leg, raising it up, raising it down. We're aiming to do 10 of each posture, but if you need to stop, that's fine. If you can only do one, do one. If you need to visualize, all that is fine. This is your practice. Placing the foot back down on the floor, and take the awareness now into the left knee joint, or the opposite one to you've just done, and then on an inhalation raising the leg, on an exhalation inhaling through the nose and exhaling, returning the foot to the ground. Turning that foot to the ground now. Coming back to the breath. And when you're ready, bringing the awareness into the hip joint. So we're bringing that awareness into here. And then, if you're able to, raising your right foot and placing it on your left knee. And now we're going to imagine this is a baby and cradle the foot. So if you're able to, bring it up. And then we're just going to take it out to the side. And then on an exhalation, bringing back. So it's a little bit of a twist. back. And then we actually just extend the leg again to make sure that the knee joint is back in its correct position. And then we'll repeat on to the other side again. You know, you might only do 1 or 2. That's fine. We're building up to 10. So, on an in-breath, taking it to the side, and an out-breath coming back. And you may find that it's different on each side. I can certainly feel that.
I was about to say, I can feel I'm much tighter this side.
Yeah. So we all have differences in our bodies. That's why it's important for you to check in with your body and do what you can and do what feels right for you. And then placing your foot back onto the floor. Again, extending the leg, just to make sure that knee joint has fallen back into the correct position. You might want to just adjust yourself because maybe the seating's changed a little bit. And again, just being aware of the breath, breathe in, noticing if your right side feels different to your left side. And when you're ready, we're going to take that right foot, the right angle, back onto the left knee. And this time we're just going to put some gentle pressure onto the knee. So you're just easing it down. So you're not so much working with the breath. You can if you like, but we're going to do this. You can do this up to 25 times. It's just gently easing out those hips. Our hips get so tight because we sit so much these days that we tend to be quite tight in our hips. When you're ready, placing the right foot back on the ground and just remembering to do that extension. Just make sure that that knee is in place, and then we're going to repeat to the left side. Yeah, I can see that my left side is so inflexible, it doesn't want to go anywhere. But it's important not to force, just gently. So it's just a really gentle pressure on the knee. There's no forcing, it's just gentle. Be gentle with yourself. Noticing for yourself if there's a difference between your right side and your left side. Yoga is all about bringing the body into balance. Again, when you're ready, bringing the leg back down and extending from the knee and placing that back. And just sit for a minute with the feeling in the hips and the lower part of your body. Breathing in and breathing out. When you're ready, bringing the awareness now into our fingers. And now we have two options. We can either extend our arms in front of us, or we can bend the elbows, have the elbows tucked in at the sides. And then bringing that awareness into the fingertips, we're just going to, and I'm just going to turn to the camera so you can see my hand. We're just going to curl the fingers around the thumb on an exhalation, and an inhalation, we're going to spread those fingers as wide as we can. So exhale, inhale. Exhaling, covering the thumb, inhaling, extending. And we're not making a tight fist, it's just gently rolling the fingers around. And Jackie's demonstrating it in the extended form. Then when you're ready, bringing the hands back to the side or placing them on your thighs. We're going to move the awareness into the wrists. I'm going to take my watch off. And so this time again, you can either keep the hands at the side, the elbows tucked in, or keep the arms extended, but make sure you're not reaching, turn again, you're not reaching forward, but you're keeping your shoulders in their place. So on an inhalation, raising the hands up, on an exhalation, fingertips go to the floor. So inhalation, tips come into the ceiling, exhalation, tips go into the ground. Inhalation to the sky, exhalation to the earth. Come to the end of that one, bringing your hands back to your thighs or to the side. Just breathing in, noticing any effects of the practice, or maybe there's none, but noticing that there were none is good too. Again, keeping our awareness into the hips, either extending the arms in front or tucking the elbows in at the side. Again, just bringing the fingers over the thumb in a gentle fist, and we're going to rotate those wrists again. So taking the wrist up, to the left, down, right, up. And again, you might notice that your wrists, one might be more flexible than the other. And then when you've completed that, you'll go to the opposite one. So whichever direction you were going, you go in the opposite direction. When you've completed that round, again bringing the hands back to the thighs, back to your side, whichever's comfortable in your sitting position. Taking a good breath in, exhaling. We're going to move the awareness to the elbows. So bringing our awareness to the elbows. We're going to turn the palms upwards and extend the arms in front. And then we're going to bring our fingertips to our shoulders. So exhaling and then inhaling, opening out. So exhaling, fingertips to shoulders, inhaling, fingertips in front. After that round, bringing the hands back to your thighs, keeping the awareness in the elbows. You may have created some tension in the shoulders, so you might just give the shoulders a little shake. But we're going to keep that awareness in the elbows. I'm just moving so I don't hit Jackie because I think we've moved a bit closer. Oh, now I'm going to hit the plant. So always be aware of your surroundings. So now we're going to extend out to the side. So taking your arms up to the sides, and then on an exhalation, bringing the tips of your fingers to your shoulders, and then an inhalation, extending out to the sides. So, exhalation, inhalation. Exhaling, fingertips coming in, inhaling, fingertips are extending out. Feeling that expansion in the chest as you inhale, and then as you exhale, a constriction in the chest. after the next round, coming back with your fingers or your hands on your thighs or at your side, and sinking back into the breath. And you may feel a little bit of tension in the shoulders as they've been supporting you. Now we are going to bring the awareness into the shoulders. So bringing the fingertips to the shoulders, and then on an exhalation we're going to bring the elbows together and take the elbows up and round, trying to get the shoulder blades to meet on an exhalation. And then as you bring them together, inhaling up and round, exhaling as you try to bring the shoulder blades together. So imagine you're trying to catch a piece of paper between those shoulder blades. If one or two is enough for you, that's fine. Feel that opening. And as you exhale, the last time, bringing the hands back to the thighs. We're going to keep the awareness in the shoulders, but this time we'll go in the opposite direction. So when you're ready, taking the fingertips up to the shoulders, and then bringing the elbows behind you, up, and exhaling as your elbows meet. Breathing in as the shoulder comes up and over, exhaling if your elbows can meet, but wherever they can, they might just come to here, that's fine. You're working with your rotation, your abilities, it's all good. You get a lot of tightness in the shoulders. After the next round, just bring your hands down to rest. And breathing in through the nose. And maybe you want to do a little hard breath, exhaling through the mouth. Allowing those shoulders to release. Turning the breath to normal. Just checking in with your posture again. Are you seated comfortably? The spine, trying to keep that spine nice and erect. And feeling the extension of the spine through the crown. Head might be slightly tucked. Now I invite you to bring your awareness into the neck. The neck does so much work for us, and we often forget the neck, and it's a source also of where tension can gather. We also need to be very, very gentle with the neck. So we're just going to start with a sort of yes-no movement. So on the exhalation, you bring the chin down. Inhalating, raising the chin up. Exhaling, taking the chin further up. And inhaling back to centre. Now when you do this movement, we're not taking we're not constricting the neck at the back. So it's very gentle, backward movement. So when you're ready, exhaling, chin goes down, inhaling back to centre, exhaling, chin goes up, inhaling back to centre. That's one round. You can have your eyes closed if you like. At the end of this round, bring your head to a neutral position. Breathing in, breathing out. And we're going to keep the attention in the neck area. And then on an exhalation, I invite you to take your ear to the right. So right ear to right shoulder. You feel a stretch on the left side of the neck. And then on an in-breath, coming back to centre, exhaling. Left ear goes to left shoulder, feeling the extension on the right side. Inhalation. Center. Working in your own time, your own breath. Don't try to strain. Again, you may find one side goes further than the other. When you've completed this round, move back to centre, so you've done equal amounts on both sides. Inviting you to focus in back on the breath. Noticing if there's any changes in the body. And again, we're going to keep the awareness in the neck. And now we're going to turn our heads to look over our shoulder. So we inhale at centre, and then on an exhalation, trying to keep the head steady, we're turning to look over our right shoulder, inhaling back to centre, exhaling to the left, inhaling back to centre. That's one round. Inhale as you come back to centre, exhale into the other side. So trying to keep that focus in the neck. We're not twisting from the waist. Just turning the head. And when you've completed equal amounts each side, coming back to centre, bringing the awareness back to the breath. Coming into our final neck exercise, there's no need for you to move. I'm just going to move to try and demonstrate, so I'm sideways on. We're going to put our hands in front of our nose and imagine that you have a 50p piece. So we're just going to imagine we have a coin about the size of a 50p piece. And all we're going to do is draw circles. We'll do 10 in one direction, and then reversing the movement, so going the opposite way. So it's just a very gentle circling. You don't have to have the hand in front of you, but for some people it helps to have the image of a coin. As it's quite a small movement. And when you're ready, coming back, the hands placed on the thighs or at the side. Breathing in. Exhaling. Now I invite you just to explore through your body, noticing if there's any changes or anything there. So we'll breathe into the toes and breathing out from the toes. So we're not moving our bodies as such, we're just moving the breath or the thought of the breath. Moving the breath into our ankles. Moving the breath out from the ankles. Breathing into the knees. Breathing out from the knees. Breathing into the hips. Breathing out from the hips. Breathing into the fingers. Breathing out from the fingers. Breathing into the wrists. Breathing out from the wrists. Breathing into the elbows. Breathing out from the elbows. Breathing into the shoulders. Breathing out from the shoulders. Breathing into the neck. Breathing out from the neck. Now just breathing in and exhaling and feeling the whole body breathing. And exhaling the whole body breathing out.